Lesson 1. Staying informed.
With everything that has changed, how do you make sure you do not miss any announcements?
I rely heavily on notifications from my apps and social media.
That is clever. What other methods do you find effective?
I also set reminders for important events on my calendar.
Now that sounds practical. I shall have to adopt that habit.
It keeps me organized and prevents any last-minute surprises.
I can appreciate that. Perhaps I should streamline my approach as well.
Absolutely. Staying informed can significantly ease your daily routine.
I will take your advice and start implementing a few reminders.
Lesson 2. Budget shopping tips.
If you buy fresh produce in season, it is cheaper.
That is such an effective tip. What else can I do to save money?
I find shopping at local farmers markets often yields great deals and quality.
Excellent suggestion. I enjoy the atmosphere of farmers markets as well.
Also, cooking in bulk and freezing meals can help cut costs significantly.
I completely agree. It saves time and money in one go.
Additionally, creating a shopping list can keep impulsive purchases at bay.
What an excellent idea! Lists can help streamline the shopping process.
Together, we can become budget-savvy shoppers.
Lesson 3. Creative projects.
I think we should hollow some items and then paint them with beautiful colors.
That sounds like a fantastic project. What items do you have in mind?
Perhaps we could use old egg cartons or even some stones.
Creative choices. Some people paint very beautiful designs.
Exactly. It is astounding how artistic expressions can transform ordinary objects.
I can already visualize a colorful display.
Would you like to organize a little painting party?
I would love that. What a fun way to spend an afternoon.
Let us gather some supplies and unleash our creativity.
Lesson 4. Staying motivated.
Do you have any tips on how to stay motivated?
Oh, absolutely. Setting clear goals is essential.
That makes sense. I should be more intentional about my aims.
Additionally, finding a workout buddy can keep you accountable.
A partner would certainly add an element of fun.
Also, rewarding yourself for achieving mini goals can be very motivating.
I agree. Treating myself after reaching a milestone sounds brilliant.
Whether it is a favorite snack or a little pampering, rewards can boost morale.
I will keep your advice in mind as I embark on my fitness journey.
Lesson 5. Weekend getaway ideas.
I have not planned anything yet, but I am contemplating a weekend getaway.
Same here, but I am planning a weekend getaway. Any suggestions?
How about a trip to the mountains? It is beautiful this time of year.
That sounds lovely. I enjoy the fresh air and nature so much.
There are often wonderful hiking trails and scenic views to explore.
A weekend in nature can rejuvenate the spirit.
Precisely. We could even pack a picnic to enjoy outdoors.
Now you are speaking my language. Food always makes adventures better.
Let us finalize our plans soon and make it happen.
Lesson 6. Exercise tips.
It is important to make sure to warm up before exercising and cool down afterward.
Absolutely. Those steps are essential for preventing injuries.
Do you have any specific warm-up routines you recommend?
I often start with light stretching and some dynamic movements.
That sounds effective. I could use a solid routine myself.
Also, listening to your body during workouts is crucial.
Agreed. Understanding your limits helps in the long run.
Exactly. I must admit, I enjoy varying my routines to keep things interesting.
A little variety can certainly spice things up.
Lesson 7. Medical care comfort.
It can be a bit frightening, but the doctors and nurses are very nice.
That is reassuring to hear. Their compassion can ease so much anxiety.
They are quite skilled at comforting patients, I must admit.
Their job is to make you better after all. That dedication is comforting.
Exactly. Knowing you are in good hands makes a significant difference.
I totally agree. Have you had a recent experience that stood out to you?
Yes, my last visit to the clinic was very positive.
I am glad to hear it. Positive experiences in healthcare are so important.
Absolutely. They can change our entire perspective on medical visits.
Lesson 8. Payment plans.
That sounds fair. I suggest spreading out the payments over 6 months.
That seems quite reasonable. It would make it much easier to manage financially.
Exactly. Large sums can be daunting to handle all at once.
How did you come up with that suggestion?
I was thinking about how I handle my own expenses, and it just clicked.
A wise strategy indeed. Have you done something similar in the past?
Yes, when I purchased my laptop, I opted for a payment plan.
That allowed you to enjoy the new device without breaking the bank.
Precisely. It helps maintain a budget while still getting what you need.
Lesson 9. Cultural connections.
It is fascinating how some communities strive to maintain their French culture.
Indeed. Meanwhile, many more people move to the English-speaking areas of Canada.
It must be a challenge for them to preserve their traditions amid such changes.
Absolutely. Cultural integration can create both opportunities and challenges.
Have you explored how these communities keep their heritage alive?
I've read about various festivals and events celebrating French traditions.
That must be quite a festive atmosphere.
Yes, and language plays a crucial role as well, naturally.
Do you think there is a way for these cultures to coexist harmoniously?
Lesson 10. Hiking decisions.
Okay, I will consider that. Should I hike alone or find a hiking companion?
While solo hikes can be freeing, having a partner can enhance safety and enjoyment.
That is an excellent point. I enjoy my own company, but the shared experience can be special.
Exactly. Plus, you can motivate each other to keep going on challenging trails.
What qualities should I look for in a hiking companion?
Someone who shares your enthusiasm for nature and is familiar with hiking.
Those are important traits. I may even ask a friend who loves the outdoors.
That sounds promising. Your hike will certainly be more enjoyable with the right company.
I am excited already. Let us plan a hiking adventure together soon.
Lesson 11. Adventurous Journey.
I must say, it sounds like you had an incredible journey full of adventures.
Thank you. I was fortunate to see some amazing historical artifacts.
How fascinating. Which artifact captured your attention the most?
I was particularly taken with an ancient pottery piece. It had intricate designs.
That sounds beautiful. Artifacts tell so much about the cultures they represent.
Indeed, each piece has its own story, connecting us to the past.
Did you learn anything unexpected during your travels?
Absolutely. The history behind a simple object can be both enlightening and humbling.
It makes one appreciate history even more. Do you plan to see more artifacts in the future?
Lesson 12. Mindful Walking.
Yes, I've started going for regular evening walks and practicing mindfulness.
That is wonderful. Combining movement with mindfulness can be quite refreshing.
I find it helps to clear my mind and reduce stress.
Walking outdoors can create a sense of connection with nature, too.
Absolutely. What activities do you recommend for practicing mindfulness?
I often focus on my breathing or pay attention to the sounds around me.
Those sound effective. I will certainly try them during my walks.
Remember, it is about enjoying the moment and being present.
Thank you for the tips. I look forward to incorporating them into my routine.
Lesson 13. Virtual Fitness.
To stay fit, have you tried any online classes?
Yes, I actually signed up for virtual yoga sessions.
That sounds enjoyable. How are you finding the experience?
I adore it. The instructors are quite engaging, and I feel relaxed afterward.
Yoga is a fantastic way to stay flexible and centered.
Indeed. Plus, I can practice from the comfort of my living room.
That is true. No need to commute to a gym.
Exactly. Do you plan to join me for a class sometime?
I would love to. Yoga sounds like a refreshing experience.
Lesson 14. A fascinating hobby.
History in your hand. Exactly. It is a fascinating hobby to explore.
Absolutely. Collecting historical artifacts can connect us to the past.
What sparked your interest in this subject?
I have always been intrigued by how stories are preserved through objects.
That makes perfect sense. Each artifact is like a time capsule.
Yes, plus, they can spark conversations about their cultural significance.
I can see how people would appreciate the history behind their collections.
It brings history alive in a tangible way. Would you consider starting a collection?
I think I might. It sounds like a rewarding endeavor.
Lesson 15. The Stanley Cup.
Teams across Canada and the United States compete for the prized Stanley Cup.
It truly is the most sought-after trophy in hockey.
The excitement surrounding the playoffs is simply exhilarating.
Indeed, fans rally behind their teams in such spirited ways.
What makes the Stanley Cup so special to you?
To me, it represents hard work and dedication from the players.
I completely agree. The journey to the finals is a testament to perseverance.
Absolutely. Have you ever attended a live game?
I have not, but it is definitely on my bucket list.
Lesson 16. Train compensation.
Yes, the train company provided compensation for the inconvenience caused by the delayed departure.
That seems fair. Delays can be quite frustrating for travelers.
Indeed, compensation helps ease the disappointment somewhat.
What kind of compensation did they offer?
They provided travel vouchers and discounts for future trips.
That is thoughtful. It encourages customers to return despite the setback.
Exactly. It shows they value customer satisfaction.
Have you made any plans for your next trip yet?
I am contemplating a journey to the mountains for a weekend getaway.
Lesson 17. Cozy rooms.
All have beds in them, and we also have dressers in our rooms.
That sounds quite comfortable. A tidy room can make all the difference.
Indeed, having a designated space for everything helps maintain order.
Do you have any special decorations in your room?
I have a few personal touches, like photographs and art pieces.
Charming. Personal items create a warm atmosphere.
They certainly make the space feel cozier.
Have you thought about rearranging your furniture for a fresh look?
That is a great idea. A change in layout could bring a new energy to the room.
Lesson 18. Park dining options.
That sounds like a good idea. What about food? Are there any restaurants near the park?
Yes, there are a few delightful spots just a short walk away.
Perfect. What type of cuisine do they offer?
One is an Italian restaurant known for its exquisite pasta.
I adore Italian cuisine. Nothing beats a good plate of spaghetti.
True, there is also a charming cafe that serves delightful sandwiches and pastries.
Those sound fantastic. A picnic with fresh sandwiches could be quite enjoyable.
Indeed, or we could dine at the restaurant and then take a stroll in the park.
That sounds like a perfect plan for a relaxing day.
Lesson 19. Weekend plans.
Hey, that sounds like a great idea. Where would you suggest going?
How about we explore that new botanical garden?
That sounds lovely. A garden could be a soothing escape from daily life.
Exactly. It would be nice to enjoy the flowers and fresh air.
Do they have guided tours as well?
Yes, and they often have informative signs about the plants.
Perfect. I enjoy learning new things while I relax.
Me too. When shall we plan to go?
This weekend sounds ideal.
Lesson 20. Burger joint excitement.
How about that new burger joint?
Perfect. I have heard excellent reviews about their gourmet burgers.
I am always up for an adventure in flavor. What time should we meet?
How about 6 p.m.? It gives us time to relax after work.
That sounds splendid. I can already envision sinking my teeth into a delicious burger.
I hope they have a variety of toppings to choose from.
I have heard they do. It will be an exciting culinary experience.
I cannot wait to indulge in some tasty comfort food.
Let us make this a regular outing.
Lesson 21. Hiking plans.
The hike will be beautiful. It is a moderate difficulty trail.
That sounds manageable. I enjoy a good challenge.
Exactly. The scenery will certainly make the effort worthwhile.
Have you checked the weather for our hiking day?
Yes, it looks promising. Sunny with a light breeze.
Perfect conditions for a hike. What should we pack?
Water, snacks, and perhaps a camera to capture the views.
A splendid idea. I would also suggest wearing sturdy shoes.
Agreed. Safety first.
Lesson 22. Startup ideas.
Have you heard about successful sustainable startups?
Yes, I find it inspiring how they are innovating for a better future.
What ideas come to mind when you think of sustainable businesses?
I think of eco-friendly products and zero-waste initiatives.
Those are excellent examples. Brainstorming ideas to help the environment is exciting.
It truly is. Perhaps we could come up with a startup concept ourselves.
That sounds like a fun challenge. What niche would you prefer to explore?
I am drawn to sustainable fashion. Improving the industry is essential.
A splendid idea. Together, we could design a unique and eco-conscious clothing line.
Lesson 23. Staying busy.
Sounds like a productive day.
Definitely. Keeping busy keeps me out of trouble, I suppose.
That is an interesting perspective. What activities occupied your day?
I worked on a project for work and managed a few errands too.
Multitasking like a pro, I see. How do you find balance?
I prioritize tasks and ensure I take breaks in between.
A wise approach. I often lose track of time while engaged in work.
It is easy to do. Setting specific time limits can help, I find.
I will take your advice to heart. Balance is key, after all.
Lesson 24. The joy of pets.
So true. Our pets truly make our lives more fulfilling, do they not?
Absolutely. They bring so much joy and companionship into our lives.
What kind of pet do you have?
I have a playful cat named Whiskers, and he keeps me entertained.
How adorable. Cats have such unique personalities.
Indeed, they can be quite cuddly one moment and mischievous the next.
What do you enjoy most about having Whiskers around?
His antics never fail to brighten my day. How about you?
I have a goofy dog named Buddy. He brings endless laughter into my life.
Lesson 25. Room overview.
Upstairs, there are 3 bedrooms. My parents' bedroom is very big.
That sounds spacious. Do you have a favorite room in the house?
I enjoy my own room for its cozy atmosphere and personal touches.
Personalization makes a space feel more like home, does it not?
Exactly. I have decorated it with photos and mementos from my travels.
How lovely. Each piece must tell a story of its own.
Yes, and it sparks delightful memories whenever I see them.
A personal space can be a wonderful refuge from the world.
Absolutely. Have you thought about how you would decorate your future room?
Lesson 26. Comfort Spaces.
Our favorite place is especially nice to go to at times of stress.
I could not agree more. It serves as a perfect escape whenever work gets too hectic.
It is comforting to have a space that brings you peace.
Yes, especially after long days. What do you enjoy doing there?
I love to read or simply immerse myself in nature.
Those activities can be so rejuvenating.
What about you? How do you unwind in your favorite space?
I often meditate or practice yoga to clear my mind.
That sounds lovely. We should visit this place together sometime.
Lesson 27. Office Assistants.
Some of them work as assistants for other employees. Their tasks might include typing letters or programming.
That sounds like a vital role in any organization. What other tasks do you think they handle?
They likely manage schedules and arrange meetings as well.
Precisely. An organized assistant can significantly reduce the workload for employees.
And they often serve as a communication link between departments.
Indeed, they are essential for maintaining a smooth workflow.
If I were an assistant, I would like to specialize in digital communication.
That could be quite useful, especially in today's tech-driven world.
Exactly. It would allow for better efficiency and faster responses.
Lesson 28. Musical Aspirations.
I would learn to play an instrument. Music is always appreciated if it is played well.
That is a great ambition. Have you thought about which instrument you would like to learn?
I am leaning towards the guitar because of its versatility.
The guitar is an excellent choice. It can complement many genres of music.
Absolutely. Plus, it would be fun to play along with friends at gatherings.
Indeed. What songs would you want to play first?
I would love to master some classic rock anthems.
Classic rock has a timeless quality. I can already hear the cheers from your audience.
Let us hope that my practice is fruitful.
Lesson 29. Shopping Essentials.
When putting your purchases in the cart, it helps to stay organized.
Absolutely. Once you finish shopping, you can push your shopping buggy out to the car.
It always feels satisfying to see everything neatly arranged in the cart.
Certainly. It makes loading the car so much easier.
I tend to gather everything from the grocery lists before heading to the checkout.
A smart approach. It minimizes the chances of forgetting something important.
Would you agree that shopping is more efficient with a plan in mind?
Completely. Perhaps we should make it a habit to shop together.
That sounds delightful. We could share tips and make it a fun outing.
Lesson 30. Urban Adventures.
There is so much history at the Shed Aquarium, the Sears Tower, and the Miracle Mile shopping area.
It truly is a fascinating collection of attractions. Which one have you visited?
I have explored the Shed Aquarium. The marine life was breathtaking.
I adore aquariums. Did you attend any special exhibits?
Yes, there was a stunning jellyfish display that was mesmerizing.
I could spend hours just watching them float gracefully.
It is a unique experience, certainly. Have you ventured into the Sears Tower?
Yes, the view from the top was marvelous. I felt like I was on top of the world.
The skyline views must be breathtaking at sunset.
Lesson 31. Public Safety Concerns.
Hey, I have been feeling worried about public safety lately.
That is understandable. It seems to be an ongoing concern for many individuals.
Indeed, what steps do you think could improve public safety?
Increased community engagement and effective policing could make a difference.
Absolutely. Awareness and communication are vital for a safer environment.
Plus, communities working together can create a stronger support system.
I agree. Everyone should feel safe in their neighborhood.
The more aware we are, the better equipped we will be to face challenges.
Together, we can advocate for a safer community.
Lesson 32. Educational Advocates.
It is crucial for young people to demand an education and a future for themselves.
Absolutely. Education opens doors to opportunities.
And it is essential for the workforce of tomorrow.
Indeed, many young people are becoming advocates for their education.
I admire their courage. It is vital to voice concerns and pursue change.
Yes, they have the potential to inspire future generations.
What other changes do you believe they should advocate for?
Improved funding for schools and access to resources would be high on my list.
Both are crucial for creating a supportive learning environment.
Lesson 33. Passing Traits.
Individuals pass the characteristics on to their offspring.
Indeed, genetics play a fascinating role in shaping us.
It is intriguing how traits can skip generations, though.
Absolutely. It often leads to surprising discoveries among family members.
Have you noticed any traits in your family that are particularly interesting?
Yes, I inherited my grandmother's artistic flair, which I cherish.
That is a lovely connection to your heritage.
It reminds me of how we are tied to those who came before us.
Fascinating. Genetics is a wonderful conversation starter at family gatherings.
Lesson 34. Desert Wonders.
The scenery is interesting, featuring rare desert wildlife and complex geology.
It sounds like an enchanting place to explore. What type of wildlife have you encountered?
I have seen fascinating creatures like roadrunners and unique lizards.
Those are beautiful animals. The adaptability of desert wildlife is remarkable.
Yes, and the geological formations tell stories of the Earth's history.
I can only imagine how captivating it must be to hike through such terrain.
Each step reveals something new and exciting.
Perhaps we should plan an excursion to explore the desert together.
I am all in. Nature's wonders await us.
Lesson 35. Mysterious Noises.
All of a sudden, I heard a noise. It was coming from my closet.
Oh dear, that sounds a bit alarming.
I thought that it was perhaps an animal or perhaps my imagination running wild.
Both scenarios are frightening in their own right. Did you investigate?
I must admit, I hesitated for a moment, then gathered my courage.
And what did you find?
It turned out to be a stack of books that had fallen over.
A minor crisis, then. Books can be quite dramatic at times.
Indeed, I suppose I need to keep my closet more organized.